spaceship in the background. I'm sure you have one, but as close as you're going to get to any real live spaceship. You need to know that it's up to you to create a whole new world order, if you really want to look at it that way. Something that's already there. I mean, what I'm saying is bring up what's already there that's meant to hijack the bullshit. Like the truth. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Yes, bring it up. If you just practice the upper spectrum vowel, capitalizing them, keeping your eyes down. But see, you want to get more creative than just outer space. But see, the vowels are pointing at exactly how. And how is big. You want to look at it. There's an O right in the middle of how. That's one of the things you want to see. But this is an equation, babes. I might have already talked about this, but I'm happy to talk about it again because I'm in a different mood. I'm in a different sweater. This right here is a profound equation. Now, we never talk about the W, but we know that it's an upside down M, right? If you can't get this far with us, babes, I think that you should go and keep working at the factory over there. But for the rest of us that can acknowledge that these two symbols are the same, one is just kind of flipped over and doing a mirror act. You qualify to help us open the central bank. We will centralize ourselves. You need to know that you're an algorithmic machine. You're doing an algorithm, self-organized through this electronics here, AI, or just this here, see, was to centralize a certain kind of thing. That, well, how will it happen? How will the entire system realize that it's actually happening? That a whole other awareness is now emerging, which isn't a whole other awareness. It's actually just people saying, oh. Notice we say oh a lot. Well, there is the O. I wanted to tell you about the O, babes. That people think that this O right here, I've talked about this before, and it's just good to repeat it like the Channel 4 News, babes. That, notice the word we in it, though, see? Beautiful. You have no idea what we're looking at out there. See, momentum. I was talking about momentum. See, there's the mom again, right? It has a beautiful forever life thing in there. But now I just wanted to look at this beautiful, amazing word. I mean, it's really symbols if you really knew what you're looking at. Now, you have a right to capitalize anywhere in time. So to get the picture, I wanted to show you how much of this is going on here. Like, kind of like if you can just go like this, just turn this into, I like talking about my Aquarius symbol, right? Well, I'm suspecting, it's not a suspect, babe, a kid can see, that the M and the W are found inside of the Aquarius astrological symbol. Sorry, that's kind of you can do a more computerized version, and Aquarius will be there now. And perfection exists, right? Yes, it does. I don't know. People have a terrible programming, and they don't know how to use any of these words that we're coming up with. Why they're here. Why would we discard the fact that there's a word perfection? When we use the word perfection, what do we mean? Because there is such a thing. I kind of obey something that is there, which is music in and of itself. See, as you know, one single tone or note, but it's really a tone. One single one has its own design. It's highly geometrical. It'll show itself in the sand or something. So what I'm saying is, there's your perfection right there. If you want to know what perfection really is, it's geometry. So how do you like the word momentum? It just disappeared. I just, yeah, it's just infinite. The way, if we really do get creative as human beings, if there really is a need for money and you want it to get out of the hands of the enslavers over there, and particularly, like, say, in your arena, there's a lot of people that are robbing each other and backstabbing each other, and it's a power trip, right? And come on, let's talk about like your narcissist over there who, why do you deal with them? Either you have to work for them, they figured out how to run the darn money business, and for some reason, wherever the money comes from, like whoever has taught them their education to carry on with the dry cleaner service or whatever, it could be a fucking horrible vibe, right? A lot of times it's like, man, what's the point if everybody can't smile at each other with proud service and stuff like this? See, right? What's your point, Shauna? Shauna, what is wrong with you? I don't know. What do you mean? I'm doing fine. I'm trying to really see. It's like this is not a personal problem of mine. I'm an Aquarius. I'm thinking, fuck you. Everybody needs to open up a social economic relief for the fact that everybody is one. First of all, you want to get down to the one that's here. It's just that right there. You know, we have this forever thing. Look at that one. I was trying to tell you the geometry is very important. Here, let's just turn it into a oneness. That's pretty much the oneness, but there's a symbol for it, right? I don't know. You know, a lot of times there's the Buddhist, you know, that's their famed thing, is to be able to draw a circle like perfectly. Hi guys, hi friends. If you're my friends, you're sitting here watching me like, we love Shauna. It's just energy, but I am serious about talking about one. That's the symbol right there found in it. See now, important to know about the OE. You know, it holds the itty of things, like real itty. You know, but ria itty. You know, of course, how would you even see anything of God unless some appearance happened? And I love the word appearance, right? We can look at that right here. Hope you like this schooling, babes. A. A means just atoms, the air, right? Just that's what we're here to see. It's amazing, right? So A, appearance. How many P's are in the word appearance? Am I wrong? I guess it's 2 P's. See, I just wanted to show you how the word ear is there. And when there's an R, you're gonna, that's God right there. That's Ria. It's Ria once again. Whoops, you know, like kids. We keep pointing at God. What is that? What has made an appearance? God did. Is that how you spell appearance? Fuck, man, I don't know. So I guess there's an A. Sorry, I'm not going to put the A. See, most of the time, if you're really a sheep here with me, and you're like, man, this woman, where is she getting this shit? Well, you are able to just, you are going to be doing mostly birds and words. Because what if you had to take your right to remain reality? And then you go to court and you're like, well, I can explain to you if you give me documents. Not documents. Just more like, can I draw you a picture? Here. The appearance. Do you know that this is a very complex um, uh, combination, because you have to understand the word app. It's not, you have to take very wholeheartedly. This is going to be a long video, I can tell, but I want you to know how that we are to do this. You have to, like, how do you use your imagination about what is Shauna up to? It's not me. No, this is what's here. App. You have applications, right? Well, I hate to say it, but it's making an appearance on your iPhone and on your, see, I'm on an application now, I guess it's called YouTube application. You have to download these things. Otherwise, you're just a blank screen, right? But now, boom, appearance. You know, it's not the coincidence that app application, appearance, um, is like that. And I'm saying that also you need to say no, it must, well, we're talking about a technological field now. The synthetic one, which is your availability, your ability to be available to an application. You know, this, but this, okay, so kind of hard for me to talk about but when I rewind these little lessons and I start seeing something more profound. But so I'm just trying to tell you how profound that this very combination is. Um, that you would have to think with me a bit and get a lot more intelligence because there's an R there. There is so many words to come up with this, just that one word, right? Appearance. See, I am pretty sure that C. Thanks for getting drunk with me, you guys. God, don't you have anything to do? CE, I think, has something to do with commercial development, like commercial economy, or what's the what does C? What do you think C? You can look it up. What's the dominating um, abbreviation for that? But anyway, much to say about the word appearance. That the word pair is there. Do you see the word pair? Now, is that how you spell the word? Now, I'm thinking of the fruit, but there's also pair of two, right? No, there's also PAIR. That's what we mean. But notice that you can't have really it's the same thing. You have an ear there, pair. See, I would like to note how the word air is there. See, you couldn't have the experience of the air, the atmosphere, without he or her, without see now a lot of this interfacing system, which is the English alphabet, and your ability to relay it to whoever learned it, they don't know it. This is it tells you, it's letting us know something very important about the organism, and it's very technological. See, you are a PC. Basically, it'll tell you that, and let you know that you are highly technological, and you are the universe. Basically, it'll tell you that too. That's what we mean. It's like this place that we're at. Reality is like you get downloaded onto this thing, like you have a spacesuit, which is your 5-pointer, your complex organ system. The skeleton is like amazing because that's your antenna. It's very much an antenna that is interacting with this huge energetic vibrational frequency and energetic arena. See, that's what I mean, you don't have to know that much, see, but that's what the upper spectrum vowels are maintaining. The configuration, like H2O, does not change anywhere in the universe. That design, not really. See, this is a human occupation. What I mean is a human arena. The universe is, whatever you think that is. But see, we're under the impression that there's outer space and creation there happening, right? There's planets, there's possible other life. So, but how do we graduate our awarenesses into the spectrum of even knowing or interacting? See, it seems so weird to think that we're going to hop from dirt clod to dirt clod. And we already know that it's kind of inhospitable there. Somehow we think we do. And see what I mean? But see, if it's technological, maybe it's something else that we are unaware of. And think with me a bit. Thank you for listening. It's my Shauna's Sci-Fi, minute 24. I'm now filling up my next week of entertainment. But really, no, this is the thing, to open up. They can take a long time, but now we would have to come up with how to get into perception, first of all, about the three dimensions that are here. It's very important to know that, at least acknowledge that there are three dimensions, because then we can find a way to get to past the fourth dimension and into the fifth dimension, whatever dimension, you know what I mean? Like, the universe is a vast, interdimensional, multi-dimensional, crazy place, to dream. As just God is doing this. Pardon me, I'm looking around. I'm thinking, well, I should let my chickens out a little bit, but this has been a day of. I think I'm just waiting for a download or something, and they need to stay in. And anyway, um, so anyway, you guys, I'm gonna keep doing this thing without distraction. The best time for me to do it is uh, whenever I feel like it, really. But the morning, from 4 to 5 or 6 in the morning is the best time to try and do something that is amazing. Otherwise, you'll just be distracted for the rest of the day. I mean, boy, is it noisy out there. People are unaware. And see, but so I just wanted. Sorry, I got interrupted there. It's important to point out that if you just use the capital letters, the vowels alone, in the basic words, they will start to point out the way energy is flowing with a certain of the science behind it or something. It's hard to explain, but see, if you are if you're getting downloads from God, I almost want to say space beings. It's not a bad thing to see. How else do you think that we get inventions and things that happen and go on, like uh, that make history really ever again? See, do you think that is going to happen? Are we always going to hear about being taken over by Satan or something like this? Like, it's like, oh God, who's ever going to fucking forget how so and so got rid of? Now, what do you mean, Shauna, taken over by Satan? Well, do you think that that's kind of happening, or is it the opposite? Is it going to be taken over by God? See, I say it's going to be taken over by God. That's like, it's kind of trying to. What do you mean, Shauna? Is there really a duel going on? Maybe. You have to pay attention to your own body. How do you feel? You'll start to get a real live whiff of what is going with it, say, without you. What I mean is all out there going on inside of you. And you can help people when you start healing yourself and start figuring out what is causing this shit, like, to unbalance you. Um, so sorry about this. This is a medicine when I'm talking about this. See, all truth is the medicine, though. All access to God is a medicine. Once you start hitting it. Now, this stuff here, I can't be clear right now because I haven't done the right video. It just hasn't come out yet. That might happen when Mars hits Neptune, when it goes back into Cancer. It's a very trippy time for us all. We have these aspects with Neptune, includes Mercury, but the Sun hits that first, and then the Sun is going to hit Neptune. I think it's on the 19th when Jupiter trines Venus. It's a very, very beautiful aspect when Jupiter trines Venus. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. It's going to start happening. And it's a really good time to get a download of something very beautiful, of a dream. That, see, there's people that you need to pipe up whenever you feel like that you have something. See, you're supposed to be watching this. You're supposed to open a channel. If you can become part of the social economic reform division television. What we mean is, okay, so the word divine, that's a trip, but there's division, okay, so that's a trip, right? It's almost divine, but No, vision. Vision is in the word division. See, isn't that weird? So you can't help but to like notice that there's a lot of I in there. We know that SION is a suffix that it means something that's kind of the same as TION, but you'll see all around. But the main thing to realize is there's a IO, 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 and you can look at it like that. But actually, those symbols right there, pardon me here, the I and the O. It's a very common symbol, and I'll talk about the symbol again, that will never change wherever you go in the universe. Why, Shauna? Why do you say that? Well, because it's the universe is human, and it was created by a creator, and it has a language, and it's right in front of your face. And so this is one of the language. This means on, and this means off. I-O. Okay, that shows up a lot in our language too, like in the word going. Pretty much that's all you have to know that's there. You see that, I mean, you can just brainstorm with me. What it means here is that there is harmonious, there can be a flow if you know that the both is accessed there. Now we have an on-off signal. That's what that is you know your on-off signals, right? Is the ones and zeros, right? That's supposed to be your computer language. Sorry. And very much that's what we're kind of looking at, talking about. Just, well, somehow some kind of appearance has to happen. See, the trick with the O is that's forever life, and this I. Now there's two forms you can have. See, this right here means blockage. We only see that when we're out in the universe and we're talking about the on-off signal, or yeah, on, off. See, isn't that the trip? See, there's something that you need to know when you say on, and there's only an N there, and then the off, there's an F there. See, I don't know everything, but I know that N means kind of, it's not a full-on a W or an M. It's just meaning neurons. It just means like connector. Because it's just a simple language. We're looking at flow of things. And see, when things are on, that means you have that connection to the universe, which is, well, see, God, to God. See, the O is God. We're always like, we're talking about God. We're going to keep pointing at God. See, the O is a symbol of forever life, just infinity. Now, a lot of this is we're talking about energy. This is the E is energy. That's what's beautiful about OE. This right here, see, if you OE, that means that you're in this beautiful oscillating thing where you're going to give to it and then you take from it. Give and take, give and take, give and take. See, now very much so. I mean, we don't have to go to the universe and say, is this really happening? Why are all these symbols are the same when you go everywhere? Yes, because it's human, and there's people in outer space that know these symbols. The H2O, they know what that is. It's never going to change from being water. If it changes a little bit, that symbol, then it's not water anymore. It's not even, you got to watch out, you know. Start doing like, I don't know, just look at it. Can you change it to a different property to where it's not water anymore? It changes its symbolism there. And those are symbols. They are not letters. They're little pictures. Symbols are pictures that, like, you can just get the basics of it, like the sun, but really the symbol of recycling. As you know, they have an arrow that goes like this. You go, oh, we're going to give and take and give and take, kind of a thing. So, but the fascination about the part about the on and off Okay, so you know that in the very word on and off, it's going to show you that there's an O for on, which is it's a draw from the forever life, and there's the neuron that connects. A lot of this is reversed, by the way, and off. See, you have an O there. It's an illusion. First of all, that's an illusion. With the off signal, we have no more connection. There's a key with that. There's a key with that. See, if your eye was open, you would see that it's all one. It's all one. You would see that you would have to have a blockage. You notice that this here says that it's on. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but see, what creation is and what we deal with is a regulation of a lot of energy that brings, we're in a density here, and it brings our entire reality into play by slowing down and getting little bits and pieces. See, I know this by being a musician, that it's not about what you play, it's about what you don't play. You're using space, and there's a very little that you're taking from this massive spectrum that it's infinite. This is the infinite right here. And so on and off, the only reason why that it has the same symbol in it is because it's an illusion. There is no off, and there is no on. There's only O. See? Now, I like to try to figure out what the F is. And I associate, we talk about fire, but now I associate it with the dragon. Yeah, there's a dragon figure. Figure has the word F. You just want to find out what does the F mean? What is it doing there? For some reason, I thought it looked like a dragon's head when it's capitalized, and or it could look like fire, just the way that but anyway, some flames can be separated like this. But see, I don't know everything as far as this whole thing. There's so much more to know. I only know like 0.02%. But then when you fit the key and you see how easy it is, like what it really can be, I'm pretty sure I already picked up on the F, but it's I got really off track of getting downloads about it all, like accurately, where I know that it's happening. See, when you know you're getting something accurate, your heart is going to pound. Your insides are going to get completely aligned and retuned. It's a trip, because this is what this medicine is that I'm handling here. There's other medicines, other truths that you can handle that'll give you this, but we're talking about getting downloads from outer space here, and also changing the economic form into a more human place, like that we can possibly be, to where I'm pretty sure, see, I was contemplating just today that it would be that we have to be just pure creativity, pure creative, because that's what we're heading towards. If it's a social economic form where we pile up and we become centralized enough to where the money is just everybody's, and because we already see that it has been electrified, it has been electronically sucking on us, that we start feeding those, I'm going to call them bills, right? It's just ducks, just make it fun, because we know we're here. See, it kind of leads me over to the courthouses, that we have to reestablish ourselves and say, no, human beings are here, he and her, she and he, kind of a thing, and say, whatever, I mean, if people have a problem with that, why can't we just get, like, immunity from them somehow? I'm not at all saying that people can't be gay men or women either. That's not really what I mean here. It, we're talking about what we see, like what we see. Okay, so there's men and women who can be gay. There's he and she that are just whatever. Every day. Um, we know that sex is here. And we can start divining all this stuff. See, we can't. That'll be our label. That'll be our brand. If but really, what it is if you know how to work it, you're so creative that you know what that's for. You're doing it right. You have used money finally as a machine. It's going to happen first through making yourself visible first. You say, this is who we are. See, we're talking about division. Well, I say it's an ID vision, right? It's ID vision. Really, it's the I is there though. Individual. It's your identity. You know, um, division. No, it's ID. Right? So it goes division. Isn't that weird? What does that mean? But I think it's just no matter what, there's an ID there. Now we have the small I vision. I hope that this didn't drive people crazy enough to where they're like, man, I hope that woman gets help. Because really, there is no help for any of us. If you think that we're all crazy like this, I mean, no. There will be a time when I just bust out with a very, something will click within you that, if it's just a little bit, see, if that's the thing is, if there's a tiny bit that you'll say, wait a minute, there was a breakthrough with you. Aside from that, I'm just a character here that's under a lot of stress, actually. And we all are, though. What is it, Shauna? What's your stress? Financial stress. I have been holding myself up since, forever. And love really does work, but being creative and being grateful, right? And what happened, Shauna? Well, it got kind of strange for us all over the past 5 years. And some other strange stuff, like if you had a major thing go on with with that Neptune aspect, see, things are changing, right? Don't put it all on me. If you're gonna put it all on me, I'm gonna say I'm gonna put it back all on us and say, and why can't we see, the main thing is to elevate your consciousness level to understand that we're all taken care of, but how do we take care of that shit over there that tries to convince us that this is the way we have to take care of it? Like, what I mean is, under their stress, fucking scarcity, mind control, impoverishment, fucking drag you down system. Where it just seems like, particularly right now, if you think that you're going to do something with your money, you're doomed. You're supposed to, it's stupid, the fucking thing. I don't care what time of era it is, with whatever plague you think is happening. They tell you, they try to say, while they're poisoning this shit, they say, well, save your money. Why? What good is it to be locking it up? And then when people can use it? See, that's antisocial. Save it in the right place, maybe. And then give it the right way, which is to just stop. If it's a machine that creates insanity, which it is, enough is enough. Already, we're trying to figure out, why does the sun go up and down the way it does, and the moon and the fucking planets are the same damn thing, and we can predict it all, and we can't figure it out, you know what I mean? That's enough. But now we have money that just makes everybody very, very funny anyway. See, this is a war machine against whatever keeps stirring it up over there as a war machine. It's actually interesting, because I get the feeling that it's not only alien, but see, we're inside of a fucking game here. We're inside of like a video game, and I'm telling you, the time warps and stuff. So you can have other dimensional beings watching this on a whole different scale. Like, the myths of what we're going to tell you. All right, Shauna's sci-fi, my God. That you're an interdimensional being. You're actually, you have a higher self somewhere having an experience. It's just the universe out there. And which one are you going to tap into? Like, tune in on and figure out, well, how is this one running? Its ass into the ground or up and down or whatever. Forever fucking mystery. Well, I say, let's get centralized here as plain old human beings. Nothing new, babes. If you're here, see we about the narcissism videos and stuff and having trouble with them, well, it's because they're not human beings. There's only 2 types to be found here. And the types that I'm talking about, the Y in it, Y. So your types have a Y in it. Here's a T. Truth, by the way. I love this word. Put the P down. We have still, come on, brainstorm. What the hell does P point at? Except for the word point. Okay. Typus. I love the fucking fact that the word yes is in type. Maybe that's the answer. It's like, yes, you should go to the types. Well, there's 2, right? 1, 2. 1, 2. Now, I just say that there's, now, guys, you have a typewriter here. What letters do you type? I was trying to tell you the very nature of the English alphabet, how it's trying to offer us a look into, as far as our realm is concerned, it points at the advanced civilization. It points at God, by the way, the creator of creation, that's all. How the very science of outer space is working in conjunction with your apparatus as a human being, if it ever was one. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Very important to know that word, yes. It shows up with the word eyes. I love it. I just think, eyes, baby, what does that mean? You and me? No? Got to free up storage. This is the last of the last. I'm out of here. Help us. Help me. Help me get out of this. I would love to tell you just what I cooked this morning. And that I'm fine economically, but none of us are. They're trying to do something now that is quite mysterious. They're missing language. They are trying to help us endlessly, but it gets hijacked by what? By what, Shauna? There's 2 types here, by the way. I'm just talking about language in your typewriter. Now we're going to go to what's hijacking everything. Aliens. You wanted to make contact with aliens? Well, there you go. Lies it is. Lies it is. You are being, and so that's why you need a decoding system, because you don't even know what the word atmosphere means, or there, or let's get into these 2 words that could be crammed together that we don't know what it means. I mean, because. Because. See, we think that's one word, but no, those are 2 words. Well, what do you mean because? Well, is there a fucking reason for you? God, I'm mean.